Let's try this, see. World is upside down. As above, so below. Water, surface tension, the solid floats on the liquid. That's not right. Solids always sink. So it is sinking because it's upside down relative to us. We're the ones who are upside down. And you can then build a shell model of stuff that we can't see, but that we can derive from taking the idea of rest time. We see the motion that occurs within Planck's constant at each beat. And you build a shell model from the center of force that's holding all this together. What we see is effective ring tension, and we see motion. Each moment is different from the one previously because there's been motion. But we're not seeing the force that drives it, and that's the shells. So the moon represents the view of the bottom of the ocean. Here, the cavitation. That the surface tension that we see, take yourselves out of the picture a second, and build it the right way around. Put the center, capital S, meter 4, limit of entropy, spherical bending, where ring tension and bending are balanced because one is relative to the other, c meters per second. The velocity of the orbit, the celerity of the orbit of the ring tension around the center of a molecule of water is measured as c meters per second. It's variable within limits, depending on the size of a force of a water molecule. And you replace back the entities that we can't see. It's H4O2. 4 hydrogen expanding atoms at the center, arranged equatorially as 4 pressing together, top and bottom, 2 O's pressing together, compressive forces. And so the O, the oxygen, are both compressive. They're compressing together to each other. The top compresses towards the bottom compresses towards the top, but they cannot meet each other because the hydrogen bonding energy is more powerful. Expansion is more powerful at the center. So there's dilation occurs as two of those molecules, potential vector moves away, creating a twist in the surface, creating the shape and the geometry of a molecule of water, H4O2. 6 group piling, creating a single molecule. See the hydrogen bonding energy described by Reynolds, 1903, the submechanics of the universe, is describing the matrix of hydrogen bonding. That's the model, and Leve proved it in 1906. So now when you build the model out and you see the bit where we live, you can see that we're kind of standing on the ceiling. So we're just on the shell. The shell is constantly expanding. We're standing on the bit of the shell that's constantly expanding. That's gravity. So it constantly holds us as it billows and drops, billows and drops. Yeah, if we're on a surface, we stay on that surface. If we're not on a surface, if we're above it, the surface just comes up to meet us immediately. In time. Yeah, the time moves forwards, and so the surface just comes to meet you wherever you are as a mass. Yeah, you can't resist the expansion force. So we're upside down. And then so the experience of existence is that the rotation of the cosmos around this centroid, where there's a seed at the center of the earth and a cavitation around it, a transform occurs in the moment of experience. And it's the feedback loop closes and the moment of choice is made available to anyone who sees that they have a choice on the table. Choose positive or negative. What happened, what just happened, and what were the choices that were made? Should we continue to make those choices based on what happened, or should we adjust? If we choose positive, what then happens? For example, as an experiment, you all do it together. So just understanding what gravity is means that the meaning of life is explained to you. You're the choosers, you're the feedback loop. Check and adjust, check and adjust. Against what measure? Christ. End of. Yeah, new 10 commandments, totally transparent values for you to follow those rules or fuck off. Yeah, there's only room for in civilization must be enforced by warriors. Okay? We're warriors for peace. We just want fucking peace and truth, justice. Yeah, and a planet that we're proud of and that young people can feel safe in. That's what I want. A country where my daughter can feel safe and her generation, and all women can feel safe because the men feel safe. Yeah, that's the world. That's the fucking world you live in. Oh, man. Drives me nuts. I love you all. Welcome to the future. Bye now.